Hey Facebook world, actor, artist Matthew Atchley back here again to give you guys another video teaching you guys how to draw a little bit more realistic. So what we're going to do today, I already introduced this piece once, but I want to go back and work on another piece of this project. But this is where it stands on my Joker piece right now. And what we're going to work on today is getting this texture in this background. You've got one that I've already started working on, then we've got a clean slate here that we're going to work on. So let's get started. I'm going to flip around, and as always, my human tripod will turn around. Actually, she won't turn around because she's very difficult to deal with.
No, I'm not.
Whatever.
Hi.
All right. Now, I've, of course, got my iPad. That's my reference photo. And if you'll notice, there's all kinds of texture in the photo, from light to dark here. And that's what we're shooting for. And this is going to be a really easy little trick. I've been talking all this time about using your blending sticks and not throwing them away. This is a good example of what to do. This is really easy to do. Very lightly, you're just going to start making marks in here. And I'm making them just a little bit curved. And whereas one ends, I put another one kind of diagonally. And then try to fill up the space in between. It's a lot simpler than you would think. And once you do a few areas, go back and try to fill in some of those little white gaps. What you're wanting to do, like I said, you're just trying to make texture on that back wall. You don't want it to be solid. You can see where I started and where I'm going. It'll just make the Joker here just kind of pop out even more. And plus, who wants a really solid, boring background? You want something with some texture, something to it. So that's where this comes in. And again, I'm just making little curved marks. Where one ends, I start another one. And then I'm going back and I'm just filling in some of the little white areas that didn't have anything in there. But you want to maintain that one good curved shape that you're working with here, like these, because that's going to give your wall a little bit of personality. And every piece is going to be different. It's just a matter of trying all the tools in your toolbox to see what tool is going to work best for what project. Like this one has really heavy texture, so we're really wanting to get that texture in here. And you can get some really nice texture by just using the blending sticks by themselves. So don't throw them away. You can always keep using them on other projects. And just keep making these little curved lines. And that's just giving your wall some form to it. If you start getting to a point where you don't think your blending stick's making much good as far as going dark enough, try another one. Real easy. You just keep trying them till you have one that works for what you're wanting it to do. See, that one's just a little bit lighter, so we're going to try another one, see how it does. And that's a little bit lighter than I'd like to, so I'm going to go back to the original that I was using in the beginning. Because that seems to be the one that has the darkest graphite on there right now. And I'm going back and just filling in some of those white areas, like I said. I always like to do a complete scene in a piece. I don't like just to do a headshot or just a portrait. I like to do a scene that tells a story that, you know, has some feeling behind it. And by doing a good background, that completes a scene. So to me in my work, it's very, very, very important to have a really nice background. And I'm just adding more texture in here, and those little white areas that go untouched by my little curves here. And I'm going to keep on doing this for the entire wall, from right here behind his arm to behind here. And the plan is to keep this as light as it is right now, and then to make all this gradually a little bit darker to show shadow. And of course I'm going to show this piece a few more times, because I'm going to show you guys how to do some more realistic drawing tips as to how to draw fabric, how to do curves in fabric, shadows and light in that kind of area. There's all sorts of things to learn. If you think you've learned everything, you definitely need to hang it up. There's something you can learn every single day. The possibilities are limitless. Just maintain that curved shape so it gives your wall some personality. And then filling in some of those little gaps for your texture. All right, so you can see what we've done. It did look like this, but we went back and we put texture to it and made it look like this. And from here, we can go and make some of our places a little bit darker if we want to in places, just to make some parts just kind of pop out a little bit more. And just keep going from there. But as far as that goes, that's how to start working with your blending sticks, to start with making a nice background for your pieces, make them look a little bit more realistic. And this is to make it look more like a stone textured wall. So I hope you guys liked the video. There's going to be a lot more. There's several coming up. And I've got so many different new pieces that I'm going to be premiering too. So keep an eye out for everything. You can check out my website. That's artofmatthewatchley.com. And that'll connect you to all my social media. And you can start catching all my announcements and new videos. So you all stay safe out there. See you guys.